Hi pilots and co-pilots, Brian here. It's been a while. Well, it's been a very long while actually. And I finally eked out a bit of time one weekend to go flying. I've realized I don't remember an awful lot of things about what we've got going on here in X-Plane, so this is going to be an exploratory flight for me, relearning some systems, relearning some processes, and just having a little bit of fun. It's Super Bowl Sunday here in North America. Well, I'm in Canada, but it seems a lot of people here watch that too. So I really have no interest in football of that sort, so I'm going to have a flight while everybody else is watching the football. So come along for the flight and we'll see what we can do and what we can't do. And we're flying from KSFO, San Francisco, down to KPAHX, which is Phoenix Harbor International. So it's going to hopefully be a warm and sunny flight, and I'll show in a minute why that's important to me. So this is my flight for today. And we've got, you can see I've got all the turbulence and everything turned on. This is SkyVector. So we're going from KSFO, and we can see there, if we read what the weather's going to be like on that top line, 10 statute miles through, clouds 2100, scattered 20,000, 13 degrees, 3107. It's unremarkable, nice weather. Lots of turbulence though. There's moderate to severe turbulence there. Turbulence, lots overlapping. So it's probably going to be a very bumpy flight. But I was thinking of doing something around Seattle or something around the Vancouver area, around near where I live. But let's just scroll up here. And we can see, if we look at some of the weather that's coming through in my area of the world, no thanks. That's kind of about to hit again. And I decided I don't want anything at all to do with rain. So I want to fly somewhere where it's probably going to be warm and sunny. Hence the fact I'm coming down here, down to lovely Arizona weather to get some warmth. So let's just program that up and get on our way. So just a quick look at our flight plan here today. We have, we're going to be fairly heavy. We're at flight level 35,000, nearly 19,000 pounds of fuel there. Index is 11, so pretty low. I've got our winds aloft. I've already shown you the route, so Whistler 3, or that will be Whistler 4 if we were current. I've got the charts off of SkyVector. We're coming in with the star is Hydra 1, coming into KPHX runway 8. If I go down to vertical profile, air temperatures are about 54, I guess. Upper climb, roughly, so it's pretty cold up there, but not unusual. And we'll look at some of the wind. Got a fair wind there, but it's almost a tailwind for some of it, so we should make good time on our flight today. So here we are back at the aircraft. It's looking absolutely glorious out there. And yeah, let's step inside and start to get programmed. I think we're at gate A2 here. And we'll be programming up and taxiing out. Let's get inside and do that. We're back inside. Let me just check my quick views. Like I said, it's been a long time since I've flown, probably 7 months. Oh, not my interior views. That's a useful view. Not very useful. Not too useful. Very useful. Very useful. Okay, well, we've probably got enough to get us going. I won't reprogram anything right now. So let's come up here. Out on. We're alive. Do I do anything else? Get IRS's aligning. Switch this round. 7 minutes. Okay. Take us a little while for that to get aligned. Come down here. I'll get the cleaners in. They're a bit annoying. Yeah. Ground services, get a GPU on. Okay, we now have ground power on. I think if we look outside, I can hear it running. Yeah, there it is. We got our power. Okay. Wow, they're really noisy, aren't they? You know what? They're done. I can't put up with that today. Okay. Wow. What do we do on this panel, eh? Oh, for a start, get some heat on. I know it's not super cold. We'll put those on there. That's pretty harmless. Put that on auto. Packs. I'm going to put the bleed on ready. I don't need it yet. Trim air on. Leave those pumps off for now. I'm just relearning what everything is. So fuel pumps will be in a bit. Power transfer. Right now, using ground power. Arm emergency lights. That's done. I am going to put on anti-collision light. Look at that. There we go. Flashing on the top now. And we'll come down here. Yeah. We're at K. F. Oh. We're going to K. H. X. What's our runway here? 28 something. 28. I think left. Yes. And then we're going to program the route in. So I've downloaded my flight plan onto my iPad, like a real pilot would these days. So we're going from to our departure here. Whistler 3. Translation is Loschen. Okay. So selected. Go back to the route. Whistler 3, Loschen. Then we'll be going direct to oil. So E O L E. And direct to BLH. I don't know. Guessing that one. We'll see in a minute. And then Hydra 1. Hydra 1. Yeah. Oh, transition is BLH. Already there. The ILS 8 of the moment. My RSs still haven't aligned. Check what we've got going on here. Do I see any vectors there? Did I see any? Wow, it all collects up. This is good. Do you remember this bit? Awesome. Okay. So some of this now we can do. Our flight's going to be at 350. Now, the zero fuel weight is where I need to, first of all, come over to here and do my weights and balances. Now, my total take off weight going to be 1,005. Let's go at 155. Ooh, we're in kilograms. Interesting. Wonder if I can configure the plane. There we go. Just changed it over. So if I go to fuel and weights there, that's better. We're really light right now. Actually, you know what? I've just realised I've been doing my plan for a 738. We're in a 7 or a 700 series, so there's no way we can take the weight I was planning to program into this. So let's adjust. Okay. So let's bring this down a bit. Now, fuel is not going to need to be any more, so that's 9. Oops, let's try 90. Yeah, I don't remember how to do this. There we go. So there's 0 fuel weight. Payload. Yeah, I think I'm going to call that. It's a smaller plane. We'll call that as done. Takeoff is 23.6 for the center of gravity. Okay. Here we go. Reserve of 1. I remember there was a cost index of 11. That was on that front sheet. Cruise winds. 265. Direction. 48. Upper climb. What did we say that was? Minus 54C. Right, so we're all programmed in there. N1 limits. What's our temperature right now? I'll cheat a bit and say 14. Not really what that's for. 14. Slash 14. See? Those. Derate the takeoff. They're really long runways here. We've got plenty of runway there. Flaps 5. Always. And the center of gravity, what was that? 23.6. 23.6. So our trim's going to be 4.61. Let's just set that. We don't have the noise set for that. I missed that. Why that's not. That's probably it. So D1's 131, pretty low. 132, 142, okay. 142. Okay. Getting there, people. We're getting there. So we're about to start this flight leg now. We should start to hear people coming on board, which is about right. Ooh.
Flight attendants prepare for departure, cross-check and all call, thank you.
Actually, that was probably a bit of time.
Alright, we've got everyone strapped in. Give us
Okay, that was faster than I was expecting. Not quite ready for you. If I click those. Yep, okay, so it looks like we're programmed up alright. The flight computers allowed us to select those buttons. So we're going to be okay. Got the rejected takeoff set there. All for pushback. I didn't do any of my checks on the alarms or any of the other things, but let's do that. Take away the ramp. Let's come up here now. Your damper on. Okay. Seatbelts are set on. Fuel pumps on ready. My strobe on steady. And I'm going to start my APU. I'm getting things a bit out of order here, but we'll be alright. We'll be alright. Okay, we'll wait for the APU to spin up. My flight altitude. This is the one I've always famously forgot to set. Killed my entire crew on more than a few occasions. Okay. We've got an APU about to go on. Once this lights up, we should be able to switch. We should be able to switch our power over. There we go. Those custom temperatures come down now, so it's running. The APU generator should pick up speed any minute now. That's better. Did that too early there. Okay. Now, of course, what we need to do now. Get ground services. Like that. Get better pushback. Get my pre-plan. I'll do.
Alright, Captain. Got the directions. Let me know through the menu when you're ready.
Request pushback.
Great news, Captain. Your tow's coming.
He's really chirpy, isn't he? Must love his job. Here we go. He's coming. But what am I forgetting to do? Speed, altitude. I'll set these to roughly 280. What? Where am I flying from? 28, right. Oh, I said 28 left, but that's alright.
Alright, looks like the doors and hatches are closed and we're ready to connect.
Cool. On he goes. He's connecting us up. I get the feeling I'm missing something major here. Do you get that? Not sure. I know I should be setting my radios and stuff, but I can't deal with that yet. He's probably going to let me start engines in a minute, in which case I'm going to turn my packs off. Pumps are on.
Welcome aboard, Captain. Tow's connected, bypass pins inserted. Go ahead and kill the parking brake when you're ready to go.
Put my parking brake on. Did he actually do anything? Something's...
Here comes the pushback. Light them up.
Okay, this guy's a jerk. Okay, I got my... I'm gonna start my engines. Wait, that's better. My mouse just twisted that in the wrong direction, so we're starting up my left engine. he's doing that, I'm going to start my announcements at the back. Oops. Ah. Get what I'm doing. Forgot to throw the fuel in there. Oh my. Let's do the other one. The engines come. We get over 20%, we'll throw the fuel in. I guess like everybody, I've been watching out for news from the new Microsoft Flight Sim FS 2020, I guess it's being known as, or Flight Simulator. Looks cool. Interesting to see. Hopefully today we'll see some scenery that will at least show that X-Plane maybe still has got a bit of legs, got a bit of life left in it. And obviously it's not gonna be quite as stellar once Microsoft Flight Simulator comes out. I wonder what the pricing is going to be on that. If it's going to have to be connected and it uses all that data and so on. Maybe it's going to be affordable. But I have to say, X-Plane's a pretty affordable way to fly right now. So I can switch.
Just about done here. Go ahead and set your parking brake.
Okay.
And we're disconnecting the tow. Give me just a moment.
Put my packs back on. Put my APU bleed off. Put my APU off. Fuel pumps are all running. Hydraulic pumps. Disconnecting hand signals. Okay, everything's auto. High. Auto. APU bleed off. Engine bleed on. Altitude is set. Put my logo on. Wing on. Should probably have set that later, but oh well.
And we're disconnected. Signal and pin on the left. Take it easy and have a safe flight.
Okay.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good
Thank
flight.
you. Better get out of my way. Okay, let's take my park brake off. Actually, what I'm going to do, start winding in my 5 degrees of flap. Oh, this is the first time in a long time. Feels good. So, what have I forgotten? Because you know there's something, right? Scenery does look pretty good. Let's have a look from outside, shall we? This is Mr. X KSFO scenery. It's been out for a few years now. It still looks great. The weather assist engine that I'm using is SkyMax. I've had that for a few years. Maybe it's not perfect, but it's okay. I am envious of the screenshots and video I've seen of the Microsoft Flight Sim. We'll see how that is. Maybe if I get enough money together this year, I will buy it as and when it comes out, and we'll see. Maybe I'll post some of that on this channel too, and we'll do side-by-side comparisons. pretty quiet for some reason today in KSFO. No standing aircraft for some reason. So I've obviously modified something or something's happened. Also some fog, is that over there? Mist? Or just poorly rendered? That's another thing. I haven't flown this. There's been several upgrades. I think we're at 11.4 I'm running at right now. And I haven't been flying and recording since maybe a version or two ago. So if there's some glitches or weirdness, I do apologize. Right. Let's get us... Where am I going? Good point. I just got to look at my ground map and find out. I'm just going to stop here. Just confirm with my map. Back in a second. Okay, I think we've got a little way to go actually. You're going to get a sped up version of my taxi, because this is going to take a long time. Well, that was quite the taxi. Took a little while, but we're almost here. We've got clearance to cross this runway. Oh, isn't that lucky?
Approaching 28 left.
We're on 28 right, so across we go. Okay, landing that's on.
Approaching 28 right.
Our flaps set.
On runway 28 right.
We get the hang of. Ugh. Bad of practice there on the old foot pedals a bit. Okay. On the brakes, I should probably set the transponder and everything, but I'm not going to. Strobe and steady. Got my landing lights on. Flaps are at 5 degrees. Auto throttle's ready. VNAV and down there pre-programmed. Projected takeoff set. Engines seem to be okay. We'll bring them up. About 40% there. Foot's on the brake still. They're both balanced. Good. Foot's off the brake, and the mic button is set up to Toga. Don't touch the throttle, or it will disengage the auto throttle there. Wow. This is fast. We're picking up speed quickly.
V1 rotate.
That was quick. He's back on the stick. Positive rate.
Don't sink.
Gear up.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
Not sure why it's telling me
Don't sink.
don't sink.
400.
400. ATC's giving me. Here we go.
1000.
Cool. Beautiful. Goodbye, San Francisco. I was lucky enough to visit there for the first time last year. Absolutely lovely it was. A bit of twitching on the old stick here. On the yoke rather, not stick. Bring it back to 2 degrees of flap. That's downtown in the distance there. We're already losing San Francisco due to the mist. I'll lock my gear. There we go. Oh, good grief. That's some severe banking there. Let's have a look from outside in a minute. Right, you've already got the outside view. We'll keep it in here. It's actually a bit ludicrous. I put the flight computer on there, and it's not sure where it's taking us. Not the route I was planning. Not quite sure what's going on here. What am I missing, eh? Try that again. Both flight directors are on, auto throttle's on. I'm not sure what's going on here. Spectacular views. Oh, I see. It took me out because I'd already gone past this. I should have. Not sure why it decided to do that. Because I'd gone past this waypoint, but didn't quite hit it. It looks like it's bringing me around to it again. We've basically done a full lap over the city. But we've had some great views out the windows. Interesting. And it's now got me going to port. We're still pretty much over the airport. Interesting. But look at that. Isn't that beautiful? We'll spread out below us. Let's give me a fuel warning. Did I not put enough fuel in? $17.6. Now I used to have this actually in my 767 that I used to do a bit of flying with. I don't like that anymore. I think it's a flight factor 767 that you would start with a transatlantic flight with a fuel warning, because basically the calculations would recalculate that you'd have enough by the time you got there. I've got 8,500 in each tank. I might not got my fuel pumps on or something bizarre like that. No, I've got my center pumps turned. I'll just turn them off. There was maybe it was because I ran those tanks dry, which is what you're supposed to do first. No, I think I'm fine. I have absolutely tons of fuel. Literally. Okay. Cool. So that's the end of our climb out there. We're just now 18,000 feet, so I standard button on here. Oh, that was one of the things I forgot to do. I didn't set my altitude. Oh, my barometer setting. Huh? Oh, I am so out of practice at this. But yeah, apparently you can't just step back into an aircraft after sort of 8 months away and expect to know how to fly it. Ah, there's probably so many other things I've forgotten how to do. Anyway, that looked quite beautiful to me, that takeoff. That was quite enjoyable. So let's just check. Are we on track now? I think we will be in a minute. We'll continue our climb up to, actually I got 36, we're only at 35 I think. 35,000 feet. Look at our legs. Yeah. We'll do a steady climb up to 35,000 feet. I'll probably do a montage with a few lovely bits of scenery and a bit of music. Then you'll join me again when we are probably 30 minutes, 25 minutes touchdown. Maybe a bit earlier than that. I've got my maps sorted for my approach and runways and stuff, so we can get that all programmed in correctly. Let's have a look at configuration, general config. Now, some important things in here. Now, none of these things I'm looking for is the ability to have it set so that when you're no, global units, high yoke, cold and dark. Oh, I'll find it. We don't need to find it together, but it's just so that I can set it so that it will pause the simulation of a descent, because I have other things to do. Goodness, that just looks real. I mean, I know, like, Microsoft, you know, everybody's raving about that, but can't look at that. Not think that just looks like you're heading out from San Francisco. For those of you that have, it really does look like that. Wow. But anyway, I'm going to find that setting, do some video montage, and then you will join me at the top of descent. So, see you in a little while. welcome back. As you might notice here, things are not going too well. For some reason my video didn't pause the way I thought it would, so I was away just when I hit top of descent, and my altitude was stuck at 35,000, so I did not lose the altitude I was hoping for. So I'm just kind of manually cranking up my descent here to get me back on track. So basically engines are coming down to idle. I've got my speed brake out to try and maximize my drag, and I am trying very hard to drop out of the sky basically right now to get me back on track. The weather here looks great. It's been a little bumpy, and you had a little video montage there. Not my best effort, but again, trying to remember how to do all this. We've got absolutely loads of fuel left. So somewhere Phoenix Sky Harbor, 2983, just so we know when we get up below 18,000 feet. But it's a long way down. I'm going to crank that up to 3,000 a minute and see where we can get from that. We're supposed to be at 10,000 and we're 20,000 up. We've got some aggressive targets to lose here. We might be alright. But it does look, doesn't that look amazing? The haze cleared a bit there. Even better. Looks pretty dry and hot. And over the torrential rain we've been having here continually, I would probably take that, right? Let's have a look from outside. We can see the speed brake out there. Now speed's creeping up a bit, but we're okay. Be making everybody's ears pop in the back of the plane. So punt is coming up, and that's going to be 10,000. We're hitting another deceleration point, but that would be if we were coming down to 10,000. We're not even close yet. We're not dangerously over speed, so that's okay. I'm not sure it has any effect, but I have read of pilots putting out their retractable landing lights to increase every bit of drag they've got to try and get the airframe down. Maybe it has an effect, I don't know. Just do that. Oh, 22,000 feet. We're supposed to be at 8,000 feet. We're not really gaining here, are we? We have 7.5 nautical miles, 7 nautical miles to get that down there. We are starting to get closer and closer to our max speed there. 20,000 feet. Just going through. Gonna be a close call. You know what? and do a little circuit here. What did I say? 2983. And this one? Oh, I've got it set up now so that both go in. That's okay. I used to have it set, so you had to set each one individually. There's a setting in the menu where you can set both. Don't need to be quite as aggressive in my stands now, I think. While we're doing this loop, let's have a quick look at our information. Okay, so the 1111.75, what we need. $1,100. Okay. Not sure what's going on there. Bring us back round again now. That noise is a bit better. I just took 3 brakes in. We will slow down on this turn. Yeah, it's just... So what's our next? Tesla? 7,000. So lost our height. Good. We're pulsing there on the power lines, going through some ring issues. Bit odd. I'm looking forward to Vulcan coming out for X-Plane 11. I hope, really hope that's going to have a positive kind of effect for X-Plane. We get better frame rates. Maybe then I'll be able to take part in VATSIM this year. Currently they've kicked everybody off who can't keep up frame rates, although right now I'm getting 38. You can see down here, like over 30 frames a second, but that soon drops off. I can. Okay. 15 nautical miles. 7,000. So we're going to be okay now. This is good. Drag required. Our speed down. far. Rebel 1.75. Actually, I'm going to cheat. Tune my navs that way. It's quicker than fiddling around with the knobs. They are set. My radio buttons. They're active. Well, we'll leave them. Yeah, that'll be alright. Almost down to speed. How far are we out now? 11 nautical miles. Okay, speed brake in. We're quiet. Much nicer once you've done that, isn't it? Not on intercept heading.
1,000 to go.
Bringing us round. Okay. We'll be okay. We could probably have scrubbed the speed in a straight line, but I wasn't sure we would make it, so I'm much happier to do this. I imagine that's what ATC would do. Auto brake one on ready. Don't think we need to worry about. Oh, that was terrain radar. Say, does that show anything? ATC is still at 2983. We got 2983? Yes, 2983. Okay. We're back almost on target there. We still have a fair distance to go. Green fields now. Now, on target. I'm happy now. I'm not sure why we're not descending. See if it responds. Because our VNAV, we're stuck at 7,300. Not descending. At least maybe it's because we've got to be at 6,000 later on. Not on intercept heading. Yet we still seem to be... Must be an old message, surely. Again, we're not descending. Why are we not descending? Okay, I'm gonna have to go manual on this.
1,000 to go.
I'm gonna call this at 6,000. 1168. That's the point. I gotta set that in there, haven't I? Not sure what it's doing here.
Bank angle.
Oop.
Bank angle.
Yes, the autopilot's now off. Seem we've thoroughly confused that. Get a bit of drag out there. Flaps. Oh, I can see the runways over there. Not good, is it? And where are we at? We're at 10. Let's go at 15. Put the gear down. Okay, speed brakes out. Try and scrub some of that speed up because we're in the red there. Hopefully the gear's going to bring us back safe. Okay, good. Way high according to the pappies up there. Totally didn't plan to do a manual approach here, but well, I don't know what my
2,500.
instrumentation is doing. So what was my approach? Approach VREF not selected. Well, you know what? This way to each. I don't care. Let's select it. There you go. 130. Okay. V-brake is armed.
$1,000.
1,000 feet stabilized, Mr. Birch,
No,
altitude
it's
set.
not, but I don't care. Okay, 1900.
Approaching 08.
Okay, auto throttle off. Basically, I am completely in the flying seat. It's not how I
500.
expected to do my first flight, but oh well. Yeah, I'm
400.
happy. I'm happy. Speed still 139. I'm a bit long.
300.
I diamonds drifting there, but I got the center line. Drop the throttle a bit because I'm.
Airspeed
Yeah.
Airspeed low.
100.
I know. Shush.
Airspeed
Okay, I am dropping out the
30.
slope.
1,
Oh
10.
god. Yeah, I kind of crashed out there. That was not great. Interesting, but disastrous. Oh well. I have to say, the plane was very forgiving there.
80 knots.
We don't appear to have burst any tyres. But... awful. I didn't even put my landing lights on. I was so far behind the flight there.
5,000 feet remaining.
The answer to my question is, no, you can't really just wing it again after months of not doing this. Like any learned skill, you can forget it. I have no idea where I'm parking, so I'm going to park with the Delta planes here. Ooh. Try and find somewhere to stick this plane. I'm sure I saw a parking space over here. Oh, clean up a bit. Thanks very much for flying with me. Sorry that was a little bit of a disaster, but it's a learning experience for me again. Maybe I'll have more time this year for flying. Ooh, space there. It's just like driving around Walmart with a bigger aircraft. Yeah, thanks for... Oh no, did I see a space? I'm in this way. And I see there's been so many new things for X-Plane coming out. I've got to do my research again. Like the AutoGate things, the rival to that, I've got to install that and find scenery that supports that and see what's going on with the planes. Hey man. Guiding it. And oh, right. I'm going to put my APU on because again, I even forgot that. Actually, have I got ground power? No. Maybe I can just select up on. Looks like I don't even have that available. Okay. Guess I need to. My APU started. My parking brake on. Once I can switch to internal power, then I'll do that. Then I can shut the engine. Turn that off. My speed brake's back in. I'd put my flaps back in. Let's turn all my lights off. Oh no. I just absolutely just burnt that guy's retinas out. Anyway, thanks for flying with me. I'm sure I'll be posting more videos. Fly along if you like it. Leave me a comment. I would say subscribe, but these days I'm just not doing as many videos, so but I'm grateful for that. Leave a like if you like it. Thanks for watching. See you later.